All these so-called moguls y'all talking about, you name one of them that put their own dough up. A boss, you're only the boss if you put up your own money. If you don't put up your own money, I don't care how much somebody gives you, you're nothing but a supervisor. It's not yours. What you gotta do what's best for your kids. What's best for your kids is to put your money into something, distress, go through all of it, so when your child becomes a man, he doesn't have to work for nobody.
Right, well that's the whole
thing. You can just pass it to him.
Now you talk about...
So if you're gonna work 20 years in a business, or 15 years in the business every day over and over again, and your son can't work here whenever he feel like it, you clowning to me. You have to come to work today? Do you have a choice? Do you have to ask somebody when you have to? Yes, you do.
I don't.
Or you're fired. Can somebody tell you you fired?
I don't.
Can somebody tell you you fired? Yes or no? Can another man say you're fired?
Absolutely.
No one can tell me that. And that's priceless to me.
But I'm here because
I don't care. You enjoy having a man be able to tell you fired?
But you
enjoy. Okay, let me ask you a question. So you being selfish. Don't you think your son would love if his name was up there? Dash, or whatever your last name is, instead of somebody else's? My pride is in my children. Like, look what I'm doing right now. Look at my son. I taught my son never to have a boss. He's 23. He owns a restaurant. He has cookies. He has equity. He busts his ass so he can pass it on to his son. If that's not what you hustling for, you're selfish. You keep saying I'm worried about my kids. You worried about you.
You're a businessman.
Absolutely.
What's wrong with taking the money from here and investing it into other stuff that we own?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Thank you.
Everybody eat a cookie. Cool out for a second.
I'm not mad. The mentality is this. It's frustrating because you're on the radio and this message is crazy to me. You're saying because you enjoy music or being a DJ, you enjoy having a boss. If you enjoy being a DJ, just why don't you own your own radio station and then DJ for your own radio station so your son can just get on anytime he wants? That's all I'm saying.
But it's steps to it, though.
No, there's no steps to it because I do it. See, you enjoy the safety and the security of a job every day. But there's no pride in that to me. My son takes pride. My kids take pride in the fact that I have Dash Motors. And because I have that, my son said, I'm not gonna ever have a boss. His mentality is different. It's just about changing mentality.
Now let me ask you a question. There's millions of people out there that don't have that opportunity and
all have the opportunity.
A boss every day. So you basically saying because they have a boss, there's no pride in that?
I think because people on the radio tell people it's okay to have a boss, they don't understand that they can have more. And because of the direct-to-consumer relationship, the internet, there's no excuse. So when I make a movie like Losada's, I don't have to ask if I could put Daniel in the movie. I just do it. I had to ask if I could put, wait, hold on. I had to ask if I could put Cameron
and paid it full.
Okay. I don't have to ask no more. You understand? There's pride in that. It's just a pride you should have in ownership.
So how do you get to that platform? How do you get to the platform?
By putting your own money up and investing in yourself. That's it. You flip. And getting a good woman and stop trusting dudes and stop worrying about other people's pockets and what other people have and what other people can do for you. And 9-to-5s aren't good because you hustling for a weekend. But when you do something that's for yourself and your family, it never feels like work. I hustle for my last name. I don't hustle for my first. The Dash name, when my grandfather died, he looked at me and he knew that Dash is always going to be there, at least for the next couple of generations, either through me, my son, or my son's son. It's a mentality. I want to have generations of this. What if your kids aren't as strong as you? Mm-hmm. What if your kids aren't as strong as you? Then what? But you got to think about the platforms that are saying the bad things. Those are the corporate platforms. They're trying to take all the attention off one thing, which is me showing everyone how to get money direct to consumer, how to not to have a middleman. Like, you guys don't need a boss because you've all been here so long.